Final Fantasy 14 and our trek towards Endwalker and hopefully towards Stormblood here. Oh my god, sinus channels are burning. Okay. Let's continue. No, it's not alcohol. I actually, it's, saline. Saline solution with manuka honey. And, the saline burned. I'm pretty sure that's what was burning, was the saline, so. But hopefully it'll help moisturize my passages because they are super, super dry. Oh. No! It's salt! Saline is salt. Not alcohols. And honey. Manuka honey. Which is, well, honey. So, but it's supposed to be very good. Very good for things. Boy. It's just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oy. Okay. Yeah, just a little bit. But it doesn't get me high or anything. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Hold on, let me do this because it's going to bug me until I do this. The sound of the mail being there is the most annoying sound ever. The most annoying sound. Alright, that's gone. So, let's get into another outfit here. I really like this. This is gonna be my machinist outfit. Does that not look like, you know, a gunslinger? That does look like a gunslinger. I gotta get my machinist leveled. I like that. Okay, Hold on. Is it Mr. Likely?
Yep.
Alright. Sorry, the husband's downstairs, so his phone was ringing. Okay, so what are we doing here? New Game Plus. Oh yeah, part 4. After 1,000 years of bloodshed and sorrow, the Shade of Nidhogg rage incarnate, well, at last to the Warrior of Light. So it was that the Dragon Song War drew to a close, and the survivors, bloodied but unbowed, could begin to pick up the pieces. A new day dawns in Ishgard, and her champions may rest easy, if only for a moment, for every ending marks a new beginning. Alright, let's start. Since we haven't been doing the MSQ for a month, just to get you guys caught up. Alright, so, promises kept. As for Joel. Oh my god, okay, just take me to Ishgard, for fuck's sake. Foundation. Oh. All right. What am I doing? I need to go. Oh, I need to go to House of Forton. It's been so long, I'm just like I'm forgetting you guys. Hey, Kasaya. Yeah, we're finally pushing forward into hopefully Stormblood. Okay. Mistress Hallis, you are come at a most excellent time. An invitation from a truly preeminent personage was delivered to the manor but a short while ago. Would that you had been present to receive it. But in any event, Sir Emmerich de Burrell, Lord Speaker of the House of Lords, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and Viscount of House Burrell. Yes, I think it's I'm pretty sure you pronounce it Viscount. Cordially invites Mistress Hallis to dine with him at his estate. Oh, yes! This is it! I'm so excited. You seem surprised. The messenger assured me that his lord had broached the subject with you at an earlier date, when the arrangements for the peace conference were still being finalized. Of course, the intervening moons afforded little opportunity for leisure, but with the happy advent of peace, 'tis plain the Lord Commander sees no further cause to delay. What say you? Well, I would, but I haven't the foggiest what to wear. Any thoughts? You would ask me? Well, I am sure that a personal friend of Sir Emmerich, I'm sure that as a personal friend of Sir Emmerich, you are at liberty to wear whatever you deem appropriate. That said, when in doubt, a man of note could do far worse than an alpine coat. At least, that is what Lord Amenelaine has been heard to say. I assume the same holds true for ladies. When you are ready, pray report to the Astrologicum. A man of House Burrell shall be waiting near there to escort you the rest of the way. Sorry, I'm so excited. So excited. Alright, so I gotta get my outfit on. I gotta get my dinner outfit on. So let's see. I'm thinking we should go with this one. I'm thinking. Yeah, I mean, it's a little cold out, but we're gonna be in the house. It's gonna be warm. Okay. I think we'll go with this. It's not lewd. Okay, so there's a little bit of cleavage, but I think I look pretty good. Oh, I gotta get rid of this here. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Even got some jewelry going. Alright, let's go. Sounds very low today. Oh. I'm sure you did. Alright, Athenium Astrologicum. Greetings and well met, Mistress Hollis. I have the honor and privilege to serve as head steward of House Burrell, though admittedly our staff is somewhat smaller than those of other noble families, being countable on one hand. My lord will be overjoyed to hear that you have accepted his invitation. As you will soon see, we have spared no expense. I dare say a woman of action such as yourself enjoys nary a moment's respite. Aye, the battlefield beckons even now, I am sure, but for this day, we bid you lay down your burdens and raise a glass to peace and prosperity. Yes, this shit! Stop it, Zen! I'm so excited. Fridays is Final Fantasy Friday, just saying. For now, at least. Gonna play fine. Go play good.
To think the Moogles would prove such harsh taskmasters. Forgive me. I did not know you had suffered so in your quest for the horn. I must say, your spirited accounts always come as a welcome change from the arid reports which fill my days.
Really? Well, I am a good storyteller. Bye, Zen. I'll see you Sunday for more Alan Wake. What? What? Why am I turning away the wine? Seriously. Pour that shit up. Come on. Ugh. Oh, he's making tea. Alright. Is tea okay? Is tea okay with you, BB10? Thinking of which, I think I need more tea.
Though I have lived in these lands my entire life, to hear you speak of them, there is much and more I have yet to see. Truly, yours was a marvelous journey.
Why not join me on the next?
Well, truth be told, when I think back on the sweeping vistas of the churning mists, I do feel some slight pangs of wanderlust.
His jaw almost, like, hit the frickin' table.
Alas, much as I would like to accept your invitation, I fear my present duties with the House of Lords demand my undivided attention. Someday, perhaps.
I know, that face was great, right?
By your deeds, you have helped us to lay the foundation for lasting reform. The formation of the Republic is but the beginning, for it is not only our system of governance which must needs change. We, the people, must learn to let go of our hatreds and rise above our bloody past. I only pray that I live long enough to see us achieve some measure of success, that I might know the lost did not die in vain. I can still see you there on the steps of faith, striding fearlessly towards the worm. If you could do that, who are we to balk at the challenges ahead? The question of how best to strengthen ties with the other great nations of Eorzea has been debated at length in the Lords and Commons of late. As you may imagine, maintaining stability during this period of historic upheaval is our paramount concern. Nevertheless, we are greatly indebted to the Alliance for their support during the Grand Melee, and it would be remiss of us not to repay their faith in kind. Of course, we owe you the greatest debt of all, and it is my hope that in extending our support to you and the Scions, we might also express our gratitude to our neighbors, nay, our fellow Eorzeans, whom we pray you will continue to protect. The Lords and Commons agree on very little, but not a soul in either house begrudges your order this offer of patronage. For all you have done and will do, we thank you.
I don't know what to say. Really, I'm just at a loss. I didn't think there was any wine in those glasses. Okay, that's not how you hold a wine glass. It's not.
May I ask a personal question?
Oh boy.
Now that the dust has settled, what will you do? Not as a scion, I mean, but what do you want for yourself?
Just not a TM.
Lord Commander, pray forgive the interruption.
What?
News from House Fulton.
An urgent message for the Warrior of Light. I was instructed to deliver it without delay.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Master Thancred returned to the manor a short time ago, bearing an injured maiden. Master Leveilleur and Mistress Tataru are tending to her wounds, but they like not her chances. Respectfully, my lord, they have requested the Warrior of Light's immediate presence.
Oh, damn it. Things were just getting good. Ugh.
You must go to them, my friend, and I shall go with you.
Damn it. I was just about to break out the scotch.
For every ending marks a new beginning. From tragedy and sacrifice, we rise to greet a new dawn. as did she. Only to be drawn unto another battlefield, another cause, as if by fate.
So, why isn't Papa Fortom narrating that? It just doesn't feel right. Alright. Yeah. Let's get in here. Doesn't sound like Papalymo.
Yes.
Is that... Alize, Alphino's twin sister. She ran afoul of the Warriors of Darkness. I had been tracking them since the ceremony at Falcon's Nest. Little did I know I was not the only one. Evidently, she had learned of their activities and attempted to shadow them on her own. Poorly.
She's not a ninja like you are, Thancred.
I rescued her in the Twelveswood, and together we fled north. But though I made every effort to cover our tracks, they caught up with us on the Ishgardian border. And in the ensuing struggle, Alize took an arrow to the shoulder. It was only after we had made good our escape that I realized it was poisoned.
Thank you for coming so quickly. And you, Sir Emmerich.
Think nothing of it. How is she?
We have done all we can for now. Although the immediate danger has passed, the poison yet lingers in her blood.
I was about to say, not an arrow to me.
We came to Eorzea together, hoping to bring salvation to the realm our grandfather gave his life to protect. But when confronted with the bitter realities of its politics and its petty powermongers, she was driven to anger and to doubt. She refused to become embroiled in what she termed Eorzea's squabbles and distance herself from the Scions. Though she remained hopeful of a brighter future, she would walk her own path. Would that it had not been so perilous. For all our differences, she's as dedicated as any Scion to the salvation of Eorzea. But more than that, she is my sister. To be reunited with her, only to lose her forever. Gods, even to speak the words.
Take heart, Master Alphino. She will be attended by our most skilled chirurgeons.
It is obvious, yes.
Bear Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary at once. Apprise Captain Whitecape of the situation, and inform him that she is to be treated as my personal charge.
Alphino, is the Warrior of Light... is she with you? Don't go, there is something I must say. The Warriors of Darkness are in league with the Ascians.
What?
Slaughtering the Primals is but the first step in their plan.
Not the Ascians! Damn it.
They make for Zelvatol to bring about Garuda's summoning and to kill her. You must stop them.
I shall inform the others at once.
Master Thancred, I would ask that you accompany Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary. Your knowledge of her injuries may well prove useful in determining her treatment.
Of course.
Oh, damn it. Alright, so... Surely they won't let her. Yes, I know. You must trust in Captain Whitecape and his chirurgeons. Did they not bring Estinian back from the very brink of death? I am uncomfortably reminded of how he mocked me for praying at his bedside for days on end. What say you, my friend? Shall we turn our attention to a matter whose conclusion we yet have the power to influence? Well, yes. But, oh boy, let's see. So the Warriors of Darkness and the Asians are conspiring to bring about Garuda's summoning, that they might put her to the sword. Then, when we first encountered them in Lothis Nath, when they were confronting Ravana, gods, has this been their aim all along? What do you intend to do, Master Alphino? There is much and more I do not understand, but I know this. A primal summoning cannot be ignored. Alice risked her life to uncover this plot, and we squander her gift at our peril. Rislin, will you accompany me to Zelphatal and help me stop the Ixal's ritual? Of course. Of course. Given that Ishgard shares a border with the Ixali homeland, we have a vested interest in the outcome of this ritual. We have been willing to suffer the Beastmen's intrusions into Kurthan lands to a point, but the summoning of a primal is an escalation we cannot abide. You shall have our fastest airship, Master Alphino. The mountains of Zelphatal are not easily traversed, and this endeavor demands all haste. The gesture is most appreciated, Sir Emmerich, but I fear an aerial approach is destined to fail. This is their homeland, after all, and Ixali dirigibles are not to be underestimated. No. Experience tells me the only conceivable approach is by land. I believe it would be wiser to cross into Zelphatal by way of the mountain pass, east of Camp Dragonhead. In that case, I shall send instructions for a contingent of the camp's knights to be placed at your disposal. They will secure you safe passage through the mountains and escort you thence to Zelphatal. Though my men are unqualified to confront a primal, they are more than capable of contending with the Ixal. We should be glad of their assistance, Lord Edmont. In the event Alice regains consciousness, we will share with you any additional information she may provide. May the Fury watch over and keep you safe. Let us be off. We can procure any additional supplies we require in Camp Dragonhead. Alright. Oh, there are plenty of magical Papodos out there. Plenty. And they're most often black magic Papodos. They are black mage. They like their magic. Okay, so Camp Dragonhead. I guess we're gonna get into a dungeon pretty quick here. I think. Have you everything you require, then? Excellent. The entrance to the pass is north of Nadalan and due east of Camp Dragonhead. Though it is normally guarded by a score of Ixali warriors, I have been informed that House Fortam knights have already dispatched them. The enemy's gate lies open. We need but walk through. Uh-oh. I don't think I can change it here. Let's see. Uh-oh. I can't change it here. Alright, well... I'll change it before we get into the dungeon. Here we go. Yeah, well, I'll change it in a second. Mistress Hollis, Master Alphino. As you can see, the gate is ours. Be advised that our scouts are reporting increased activity around the first mountain. Simply put, they are up to something, and we don't want anyone interfering. We stand ready to escort you to Zelphatal and aid you as you see fit. Given the numbers we are like to encounter, a two-pronged approach may be best. While the knights and I feign a larger attack to draw the Ixal's attention, I suggest you and yours attempt to slip past their defenses and locate the site of the summoning ritual. The gods are good. You should only have to deal with some few patrols. But if they are not, you may be forced to do battle with the Warriors of Darkness. Oh boy. Alright. Fine. Go back to... station. Back to Foundation it is. Alright. Oh. Wait. I need to... Well, I can get through this dungeon, but I really need to repair. Alright. So we're gonna use... No. We'll use that. Okay. So, Zelphatal. What am I looking at here? What? I gotta wait. Okay, fine. I gotta go. Here is a repair and a vendor and an inn. Trader. There's gotta be a repair at Jeweled Crozier. Ugh. Alright. Well, no repairing. God, I haven't done a dungeon in like a month. We got a Popoto tank. Ah, there we go. Put on those sunglasses. Gonna need them. sunglasses on. What is this? Damage taken increased. Alright, first boss. I don't really remember this boss very well. There we go. I have done this one so few times I never could remember. Dragoon wants to die. He really wants to. Oh, God. Or not this Dragoon, but the, frickin', what is it? The Red Mage? Just standing on the freaking spikes. Yeah, no, I got messed up. It was the Red Mage. Yeah, he was just standing on the freaking spikes. Like, seriously. I feel like so naked without my my staff. piggies in there? They look like little piggies. Man, we got chili cooking in the crock pot. It is driving me crazy. It's driving me crazy. It smells so good, you guys. Chili for dinner. They're just dropping it everywhere. Alright, so much for doing the mechanics on that one. True. No, the raid we did was fun. I actually had fun. I was very happy that we got Titan down. I mean, we took like several tries, but we did it, you know, and that's really, you know, at least we were each pull we were showing progress, and you can tell people were actually learning. So that was the fun part about it. Like, when you keep trying and people keep making the same mistakes over and over and they're not making any progress, that's when it gets frustrating. But we were improving, and I knew we were going to get it. That gives us the air stone. There we go. All right. All right. Yeah, he is kind of buff for an Ixal, isn't he? He might have been taking those roids. Kind of. Don't run away! Don't run away! Don't run away! This is totally a new player. Totally a new favor. Oh my god. Totally Sprout. Should know by now that that's a stack up though. Okay, good. He actually stood still that time. Or came back. Yeah, you gotta... I could just imagine. Alright. That's actually a pretty easy dungeon. I'll give it to the dragoon. Ooh. There's a shaggy shoat. And I got it! I got the shaggy shoat with a 59. Okay.
Thank the gods! What happened? So they were unable to see the ritual to its completion. Then Garuda is no longer a threat, and whatever the Ascians and the Warriors of Darkness were planning has come to naught. But we should not tarry. The knights have secured our path to safety.
Well, well. What do we have here? You'd better not have killed the Primal without us.
What?
You!
Wait, I know you. Still walking, I see. I could have sworn my aim was true.
Just what is your game? Leading us the long way so these fools could step in and claim our prize?
Now, let's not make hasty accusations. By the look of things, the ritual was proceeding as planned. We arrived at the appointed hour. 'Twas they who erred.
It is hopeless. We cannot face them all.
Do mine ears deceive? A boy! So that's the way of it. Twins! You had me worried for a moment there.
Mistaken
Know
for
that I will
sister
happily make
again.
it quicker for you. If you just stand still.
Enough, Jarumul. We wouldn't want to upset the man in white with any unnecessary bloodshed now, would we?
Man in white.
You've been awfully busy since we were kind enough to spare your lives.
While you were idly consorting with the Ascians, you mean? 7 hells! What could you possibly hope to achieve?
Should I explain it to you? Very well. Consider it a reward of sorts for beating us here. You know the tale of Hydaelyn and Zodiac, I take it? Of the Great Sundering and the reflections it created?
Across 10 and 3 they were divided. Reflections of the source, each possessed of shards of light and dark.
Just so. One of those reflections, the one nearest to the source, is our home. And we were the heroes blessed with her light. But not all worlds hold light and dark in equal measure. In ours, the power of light was greater by far. So the Ascians, who once threatened our home, were no match. And they fell before us, one after another, till none were left. Victory, we thought.
Yeah, he is.
And then came the light. A flood of pure, blinding radiance, annihilating shadow and color and life itself. Ere long, it will consume our world, leaving naught in its wake but blank perfection.
That cannot be. Do you honestly expect us to believe such a story?
Believe what you like. But it has happened before, on a world far removed from ours. The 13th, which was swallowed by the dark and transformed into what you call the Void. Unchallenged light would condemn us to a similar fate. And so we joined hands with our former enemies, and with their aid came here, to the source. For there is but one way to restore the balance and save our home. The Ardor. Calamitous destruction with the power to break down the barriers between planes and see our worlds rejoined.
You would doom our world to save your own? What would even become of us? Of you?
Enough. I tire of talking. You know our cause. You know what is at stake. We are prepared to do whatever it takes. Are you?
What? I thought we were gonna fight.
If there is aught you would say, say it. Otherwise, begone. You have no friends here.
Oh boy. So the 13th, I'm assuming, is the World of Darkness, which we've already seen. All things considered, we should be grateful to have survived that encounter. Do you think it could be true that to save their world, they must bring ruin to ours? No, it matters not. Such wanton destruction is beyond justification. Whatever their reasons, they must be stopped. The sacrifice, the loss, it ends here. Forgive me, this is neither the time nor the place for idle introspection. The knights can apprise Lord Edmund of our success, and we, the Lord Commander. More importantly, I should like to see if my sister's condition has improved. You may take a moment for yourself if you wish. I will be at the congregation. Oh boy. Alright. I gotta look at the MSQ here. MSQ list. MSQ list. Let's see, we are 3.4. And we're on 2 sides. No. Oh yeah, it might actually take us most of the stream to get through this patch. It's a pretty long one. It's not cheating! I'm trying to figure out how long it's gonna take us to get through. The patch. I'm trying to figure out the streams, okay? Alright, ooh, hand loop. Though our principal foes lies defeated, we shall continue to keep order inside the walls and protect the citizenry, and that much at least the duties of the Temple Knights remain unchanged. Okay. Your deeds have scattered the dark clouds that have long loomed over Ishgard. On my oath, we shall not squander the bright future you have won for us. Okay. It brings me joy to see you safely return to us, Rislin. What news from Zelfadal? Maybe we're not too late. On behalf of Ishgard, I offer you my deepest thanks. As for we who remain behind, Mistress Yushtola has been tending to Mistress Alice in your absence, and I am pleased to report that she has regained consciousness. I imagine you have many questions, especially given your recent encounter with the Warriors of Darkness. I know I do. Come, let me show you to her room. Do not worry, her condition is much improved. She is a resilient one, much like her brother.
Alize, how are you feeling?
Well enough, brother. Thanks to the kindness of our hosts. When they told me you had departed for Zelfatol, I found that I could rest. The outcome seemed a mere formality, as did your safe return. Thank you, my friend.
I take it your mission was a success.
As if we needed any further confirmation that they are in league with the Ascians. But to save another world? I think not.
I too thought his story fanciful at first. But it is possible there may be a kernel of truth in all of this. At the very least, none of his claims contradict the word's account.
You were following these people, Alize. Why?
During my travels, I had oft enjoyed tales of the Scions and their exploits. But after a time, I began to hear whispers of a gifted and theretofore unknown band of adventurers. Adventurers who had supposedly sworn to travel the realm slaying primals in the Scion's stead.
The Warriors of Darkness. And in the course of investigating these rumors, you stumbled upon the Ascian's involvement.
Yes, exactly.
Forgive me, but if these Warriors of Darkness mean to bring about another calamity, to what end do they hunt primals?
To prompt an escalation. To deepen the beast tribe's feelings of helplessness and despair, and thereby drive them to summon ever more powerful gods. And lest we forget, these events do not occur in isolation. With their patron deities being slain left and right, the news of man's victory over Nidhogg must surely have sown panic in the minds of the beastmen. 'Tis no wonder they wish to defend themselves.
Power answered with greater power. Death with more death. A vicious cycle fueled by fear and hatred. I know it's like all too well.
Indeed. The Ascians sow discord and desperation, and the Warriors of Darkness reap the harvest. And so it continues. Yet that is not the extent of their ambitions. The Ascian himself observed that once the powerless realize that the old gods have failed them, they will have little recourse but to look to a new one.
We cannot let that happen.
It should come as no surprise, but Alize and I have uncovered evidence that the Ascians have been manipulating certain parties to ensure that a constant stream of crystals flows into the hands of the beast tribes. If we sever these supply lines, we should at least be able to slow the escalation.
Agreed. Kral and I shall journey to Zelfatol and learn what we can of the Ixal's source.
Then I, for my part, pledge to lead a similar investigation into the origin of the Nath supply.
Sir Emmerich?
As a member of the Eorzean Alliance, Ishgard is honor bound to play an active role in maintaining the security of the realm. You might also say that I have some personal motivation, given the Ascian's dealings with my father. However, I make no secret of the fact that my knowledge of primal beings is scant at best. As such, I should be most grateful if one of your order were to assist me.
I'll go.
Allow me, Sir Emmerich.
Damn it,
I have
Thancred.
dealt with the Nath before.
Damn it, Thancred! You're supposed to be a good wingman. This is not being a good wingman.
Let us consult with Orianja then. Given his dedication to the study of primal beings, I should be surprised if he could not tell us something of value.
Allow me to accompany you, brother. And before you think to refuse, know that I am not the girl I once was. I shall not be a burden. You have my word.
But Alize, you... You are more than welcome. After all, it was you who set us upon this path.
Wait a minute. I'm afraid I can't allow you to leave just yet. Not until you try on the new outfit I prepared for you.
Okay, Tataru. Ugh. I think I did get a new outfit, but I don't remember which one it was. To think that the three of us plumbed the depths of the coils and confronted Bahamut himself. Had I not been there, I would struggle to believe it. Shortly after we parted ways, I heard that she had taken to the road on her own, apparently on a journey of self-discovery. Precisely where to, I never learned, though I suspect that was by design. So she enjoyed hearing tales of our exploits, did she? My apologies for keeping you waiting. Right then, shall we be off? Tataru never ceases to impress, though for a moment I feared she might furnish you with an identical outfit. Praise the 12, she did not. Mother and father were rather too fond of making us wear matching clothes. Do you remember that time at the studium when that girl of yours crept up behind me in the hall and whispered, "Sister, please, she was not my..." Can we not have this conversation in front of the Warrior of Light? So be it. Another time, perhaps. To be honest, Rizlin, I wasn't planning on seeking you out just yet. When I set forth on my journey, I did so with grand ambitions. As you may recall, I promised I would not disappoint you. I pray you will forgive me if I do. Well, I've been meaning to ask about the carriage. I know. No. He's he's afraid that everybody's gonna find out that he was a ladies' man in the studium. He wants to be viewed as much high above that now. Oh, I've been meaning to ask about the carriage. Ah, yes, the carriage that so fortuitously arrived to spirit us away from Ul'dah after the banquet. The driver informed me that I had my sister to thank for his presence in Ul'dah. How did you know to send help? Oh, drunken brass blades are even less discreet than sober ones. Unfortunately, by the time I learned of the plot, it was too late to do anything more. Frankly, I'm still amazed Bremont managed to find you. New garments aside, I must say that you seem different, more resolute than when last we met. You have the look of a woman who is ready to fight for the future of Eorzea. To the extent of my abilities, perhaps, but I have no delusions of grandeur, nor will I pretend to have found myself or any such thing. I am here today because I would regret it if I weren't. That is all. Fair enough. Let us depart for the Waking Sands then, and see if Urianger can be of assistance. Alright. Oh. Devor Tarash. Not trash, it's Tarash. Is just logged in. Okay, so we need to go to the Waking Sands. Stop. Okay. Butt soup, really? Oi. Urianger, apologies for calling upon you unannounced. Why, Master Alphino, would that the scholar had seen fit to grant me knowledge of thy coming. What bringeth thee and thine here at this day? The Warriors of Light have returned. Pray allow us to explain. I too have heard tales in recent days of primal beings rising up only to be cast down by forces unknown. Alas, as thou didst observe, this serveth but to spur the beast tribes to pursue their goals with redoubled fervor. We have two objectives at this time: to identify and remove the source of the beast tribe's crystals, and to take direct action to prevent any further summoning rituals from reaching completion. The second is easier said than done, of course. While we were fortunate enough to learn of the Ixal's plans before they came to fruition, I should be surprised if the Warriors of Darkness and the Ascians did not have similar designs elsewhere, of which we have no knowledge. Thou wert wise to come hither, for this very day did I receive tidings most troubling from across the Strait of Morthor. Ogomro stirreth, and there are whisperers that the Lord of Crags neareth his return. Mere rumors, mark thou, but in light of thine own discoveries, thou canst ill afford to turn a deaf ear to their claims. Aye, we must ascertain the truth of the matter for ourselves. Let us consult with the Maelstrom forces stationed at Camp Overlook, Rislin. Oh my god, Anixia, stop! Thank you for your counsel, Ariane J. Pray inform us should you learn aught else. I shall. If I may, brother. Ariane J., is there anything else you would like to say? Say. If not, then never mind. I only ask because you are normally rather more verbose. Nothing to add? Very well. Ere we depart, I wish to make a request. The Warriors of Darkness spoke of how the Ardor had the power to break down the barriers between planes, that our worlds might be rejoined. I would ask that you research this for us. Being nowhere near as well read as you, I'm sure I wouldn't know where to begin. That said, I have heard tell of a promising tome, the Garen Oracles. Mayhap you could start there. Oh, she's got an ounce of fear in that girl. By thy leave. Camp Overlook, was it? Very well. We shall speak anon, Rislin. I prithee attend Master Alphino and Mistress Alice. Alright, alright. I need to get something to drink here soon. 7 hells. At this rate, I'll have to appeal to Maelstrom Command for reinforcements. Whatever it is, we don't want any. Well, fancy that. Just when my kobold problems look to like coming to a head, the signs of the 7th dawn turn off itchin' to pitchin'. Bloody brilliant timing it is what timing is what it is. Right then, let's get to it. All right. But first and I gotta go to the bathroom, so let me do that. And then you can hear Chewie moving the water bowl around in the kitchen. You guys hear that? So our friendly neighbors in Ugamro have gotten much more aggressive of late, just as you said. Matter of fact, our scouts spotted one sniffing about the stores just now, likely looking to make off with an armful of crystals. I'll be damned if I'm about to let that happen. Lend a hand and help us search the camp for the little buggard, will you? Will you? He is a very silly Chewie. A very silly Chewie. Our Maelstrom friend seems notably more agitated than when first we arrived. Do you happen to know why that might be? A kobold in the camp, you say? That would appear to corroborate Urianje's information, yes. But to be so reckless as to infiltrate a Maelstrom camp, and draw attention to their efforts is passing strange. Well, there will be time to think on this later. For the present, we must do everything in our power to prevent Titan summoning, and that means finding and questioning this kobold. Well, time to find a kobold. Gotta be around here somewhere. Nope, down, down, down. Nope, too far down. Aha! Kobolding. Gasp. What? It just gasped. It ran off. Stay back! Way far back. I'm not God, it's no use. Pointless, hopeless, no use. Oh. Yes, there are velociraptors in this game. Where do you go? Oh, there. Please don't hurt me. I only wish to talk. Yes, just talk. Don't run. Don't run, little guy. He's actually kind of cute. Not as cute as Gobby's, but he's kind of cute. This was a stupid plan. Stupid. But if I tell no one, then everyone will. She found me again. What to do? I come in peace, only to talk. Speak, say, talk. So please do not hurt me. So this is our wily kobold infiltrator, is it? No wonder the soldiers were on edge. Could very well give one a bruised knee. Huzzah! We've got him! Fine work, science. So, little one, thought you could sneak into my camp, did you? Plotting to steal my crystals, were you? No, I came to talk, to ask for help. But when your soldiers saw me, they drew their weapons and shouted, and I... Now, let us all take a deep breath and discuss this like civilized individuals. What is your name, child? Pikmin Gabu of the 620th Order. At least I will be a Pikmin one day. Well met, Gabu. I am Alfino, and this is my sister Alice. Rislin, the woman who found you, is our friend. And now that you know our names, we can be friends too. Now, Commander Blodwin here thinks you wanted to take his crystals, Gabu. You said you came here to ask for help. Why to us and not to your own people? What happened, Gabu? Can you tell us? No one is going to hurt you, all right? Not while we're here, I promise. The Patriarch, he's... The Patriarch is going to summon the Great Father again, and you have to stop him. Beat him, fight him, stop him. Gabu's parents said they didn't want it, along with many others. But the Patriarch wouldn't listen. He was so angry, raging, fuming, angry. He said that if they didn't have iron in their hearts, they would serve as coke for the furnace. And then the guards took my parents and the others away, and I haven't seen any of them since. Coke for the furnace. I did not want to believe it. But I have heard tales of foci fashioned from the bones of beastmen, which worshippers use in their rituals, hoping to summon more powerful incarnations of their gods. By the 12, that is sickening. No one listens to Gabu, no matter how much he cries, pleads, begs, cries. They do not listen, only talk about punishing the overdwellers and praising the Great Father. Gabu loves the Great Father, but he loves his parents too, so please help Gabu stop the Patriarch and save his parents. Commander, advise Maelstrom Command that Titan summoning is imminent. Should the worst come to the worst, we will require their support. Time being of the essence, we three will attempt to infiltrate the Kobold stronghold, secure their crystals, and free the prisoners. Well, if you're sure, you'll forgive me if I don't seem optimistic. We'll make ready just in case. I tried talking to the others, but they wouldn't listen. So even though I was afraid, I came here. Do you know that there are collectors who will pay a fortune for Beastmen ritual artifacts? It is perverse. I have faith that we may yet stop the ritual. We would surely have detected the associated etheric disturbance had Titan manifested already. But I cannot speak for the prisoners. 12 have mercy. That they would even contemplate sacrificing their own flesh and blood, brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers. Time is of the essence. We must see what else Gabu knows and formulate a plan without further delay. I heard Great Father Titan loves crystals, cherishes, covets, loves them, and if we gather enough, he will return. That's why the Patriarch told everyone to go forth and gather them. So I was thinking, if we take all the crystals away, maybe the Great Father won't come. Very good, Gabu. I was just thinking the same thing. Do you know where these crystals are stored? I know. Oh. Several spots, each defended by a different order. Gabu wanted to steal them, but he was too afraid to go alone. Yes, too afraid to go alone. But together we can take them away and hide them. Come. Gabu will lead you to the first cache. Alright. But I didn't even do anything. That hardly seemed fair. Then again, they only have themselves to blame. Praise see to the crystals. Alice and I will stand guard for any errant patrols. They made short work of them. Quickly! Do you have them all? Good. Lead on, Gabu. This way! What are you waiting for? We stand lookout. You take the crystals. If I didn't know any better, I would say this crate was booby-trapped, maybe? Time is short. If you have the crystals, we should move on to the next cache. Did you hear me, brother? Brother! Aye, it's just that... I am quite certain that crate once bore Ishgardian's seals. Someone took great pains to remove all traces, but enough remains to make out the pattern. See for yourself. I struggle to imagine kobolds traveling to Kurthis to obtain crystals, much less bothering to conceal their origins. I suspect these crystals were smuggled into Vilbrand by another party, most likely a pawn of the Asians, as Thancred speculated. I don't understand. Who are the Yassians? Do they worship Great Father Titan too? Never you mind about that. As Alice said, we do not have a lot of time. Can you lead us to the next cache, Gabu? Yes, of course. Gabu knows the way. Next one is the last one and is very large, very big, very huge, very large. We should pack up the crystals and leave now. Kobolds can stumble upon our handiwork at any moment. Gabu said the cache would be here, but unless it is remarkably well hidden. But they were here! Heaps and heaps and heaps of crystals. Uh-oh. I don't have a good feeling about this. While you cast about for a time, you see no sign of the crystals. Found it? What about you, Rislin? Any luck? Nothing. But this cannot be. Gabu saw them. Spotted, saw. Think, brother, think. They must have moved them, yes? The question is where to and why? Within Ogomro. Were they summoned Titan once before and mean to do so again? Is the only explanation. What about Mother and Father and the others? We have to help them. And we will, Gabu, we will. Stay calm, we still have time. They have yet to call for the remaining crates, yes? If they had, then they would have found the other caches empty and sounded the alarm. Nevertheless, I believe the time for stealth has passed. We must breach the navel and seize the remaining crystals. There is no other way to prevent the Titan summoning. But first, give me your crystals, that I might deliver them into Commander Bloden's custody. We dare not take them into the bowels of the mountain. Wait, I have crystals? Oh, the ones we picked up already. The crystals, Rislin, if you would be so kind. Thank you. I shall deliver them to Camp Overlook for safekeeping and brief Commander Blodwin on the situation. Pray go on ahead. As I recall, there is an aetheryte within the Ugamaro mines that should deliver you to the navel. Gabu doubtless knows the way. Wait for me there. I shall rejoin you anon. Strange. I would have thought you eager to remain in the thick of the action. But if this is what you would prefer, then Godspeed, brother. This way! This way! Oh boy. Wait, where is this? What? Oh god. How do we get there? We have to go all the way around. What? Ah, there we go. I hope the patriarch and my parents are there. Ah, I take it this is the aetheryte we seek. Right then. As soon as Alphino arrives, we go. I trust you're feeling suitably heroic, Rislin. There's no telling what sort of resistance we'll face in there. Oh boy. Quickly, you clods! Briskly, swiftly, quickly! I will not suffer any further delays. Lay down your arms and surrender. We have your crystals. There will be no summoning this day. Overdwellers here? How did you... Where are my parents, Patriarch? Where are they? Oh. Mother. Father. Coke for the furnace. Monster! How could you? We are but servants of the Lord of Crags. We are his, that he may drink of our blood and partake of our flesh, that he might draw upon the strength of his children and defend them from the tyranny of the overdwellers. No, Alice, not yet. I understand, Patriarch. I do. Your fear, your anger, your hate. You would do anything to protect your people. Anything to deliver them from despair. Whatever it takes to ensure that those who threaten you can never do so again. But in your single-minded pursuit of this objective, you have brought suffering on your own kith and kin. You have sacrificed the lives of the very people you sought to protect. But it need not be this way, Patriarch. Renounce this bloody course. Cease your attempts to summon your god and work with us together to build a lasting peace. Another peace to be abandoned at the Overdwellers' convenience. Oathbreakers, all of you. Liars, betrayers, oathbreakers. You take and you take and you take, and when you have had your fill, you sue for peace. You promise that this time is the last until you grow hungry again. And when we dare to defend ourselves, you declare that this beast tribe cannot be suffered to live. That our God drains the land of ether and brings naught but suffering. Death, destruction, suffering upon us all. I will hear no more lies from you and yours, Overdweller. You've ruined our lands. You've ruined your own lands. You'll not ruin ours. I said I'd come for you, and I did. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Say something, please. Please. So sad. Please. Uh-oh. Wake up! 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 Oh, shit. Seven hells. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Alphino, leave him to me. supposed to weigh? Yeah, his carbuncle's a little badass. He's still on his face. He's like, get it off, get it off. He's breathing and I don't see any injuries, but I can't seem to wake him. 12. How could I be so foolish? I should have known better than to let Gabu accompany us, given what we were like to find. His anguish and despair have served to birth the primal, just as surely as would the supplications of the faithful. Worse, being born of such tumultuous emotion, this incarnation of Titan seems incapable of naught but violence. Oh my god, my nose. Sorry guys, my ears are killing me today. I'm about ready to take that spray, the nose sprays here soon. I know it'd be a little early, but ugh. If we have one cause for optimism, it is that while many crystals were present, they represented but a fraction of the quantity intended for the summoning ritual. Meaning that Titan must be far weaker than planned. Be that as it may, he is yet a primal, and the longer we leave him to lead the land of Ether, the stronger he will grow. And should Titan be permitted to leave Ogomoro, more lives will be lost. The Maelstrom will rally their troops, and the cycle will continue. Listen, you know what must be done. Will you face the Lord of Crags once more? Wait, I gotta do it again? Thank you, my friend. Alice and I will tend to Gabu. When you have finished with the primal, look for us in Camp Overlook. We'll be expecting you. No, I don't know what's going on with my ears. Ah. Okay, so Titan hard. Do I even want to try this on hard? Who's this guy? Hard. Samurai. Okay, shit. Do I do it, where are we in this scenario? We're only halfway through, so yeah, this is gonna take us to full stream. Alright, fine. Let's just, yeah, I just want to know if I'm going to be sitting in queue for a while. Is it actually in... It's like, this is in Heavensward, but it comes up in ARR. Okay, whatever. Oh hey, that was fast. Yeah, I've only ever done it on Sim 2. Wait, you have to do this at level 50? This makes no sense. Oh my god. It almost seemed like they just kind of slipped it in. They're like, ah, just do it. Oh, crap. I think we lost one of our tanks. Well. Oh my god. Oh, he just ran off! What are these people doing? Oh my god. The answer just ran off. Oh, that person's gonna get knocked off. Oh, I'm surprised. Oh, yep. This is not. And I can't res anybody. I can't res any of those people. Alright, we can do this. We can do it, right? I can't keep up with the heals. Oh my god. And a bed. Oh, good luck, you guys. Good luck. Good luck. Shoved off the edge. Okay, well maybe we'll do it this time. Hey, that wasn't me failing. I'm just saying. People were just running right off the side. You should have seen us trying to kill the newest version of Titan on Monday. That was... we were wiping and wiping and wiping. But we got it. I don't know how that was her memory of him. It wasn't anything close. Nothing close. I think our Warrior of Light is just trying to show off. She's like, yeah, well... you know how when you tell a story and it gets more and more fantastic the more you tell it. Oops. Oh my god, the freaking dancer just... oh no. Did the dancer run off the side? Or, no, it was the ninja. Oh my god, why are they running off the sides? Oh, shit. Dead. Come on, woo! Okay, we did it. That was harder than I thought it would be. Player commendations. I'll take it. Yeah, she's yeah. The husband had to lock her out of the room last night because she was playing sprints on the bed all night, and then bringing the toys into the bedroom and crying really loud because the toys were. She wanted to play with the toys in bed, and I don't know. She's probably gonna have to get locked out again tonight. Oh, Gabu, you're back. Gods, what a relief. Ah, there she is. Did I not tell you she would return safe and sound? The deed is done, then. Titan is no more. Good. There has been enough tragedy this day. He's been like this since he regained consciousness. We believe he can hear us, but he has made no attempt to respond. He is almost certainly still in shock, but we cannot discount the possibility that he succumbed to the Primal's influence. Should that prove to be the case, he must be put to death, like any other thrall. Such is the Alliance's policy, yes? You have the right of it. But we must not rush to conclusions. After all, we once feared that Ysael's followers were beyond reason, and many have since laid down their arms and accepted Ishgard's peace. We can but watch, wait, pray. No, we can't kill Gabu. I'm gonna take him home and take care of him and cuddle him and right? I'll adopt Gabu. There is naught to be gained from dwelling on an eventuality over which we have no control. much less one which may never even come to pass. Let us tend to more immediate matters, informing Commander Bloden of Titan's demise, for example. You may be certain that he will be glad of the news. Would you be so kind as to break it to him? Why me? Why do I have... Oh, because, well, fine. Because I did the deed, I guess. Ah, you're a sight for sore eyes. When the others came back without you, I feared the worst, but they said you had matters well in hand. All settled, then, is it? I'm glad to hear it, but not half as glad as my men'll be, believe you me. Regardless of whether or not he was summoned properly, a primal's a primal, and there ain't a soul in the maelstrom that hasn't lost a friend to one. Don't get me wrong, we were all prepared to do our part, but we weren't so naive as to think we'd live to tell the tale. Thankfully, of course, it didn't come to that, which my friend sounds to me like cause for celebration. Now, I know you lot have places to be, but why not stay the night? We'd be honored to raise a glass to the triumphant return of Titan's Bane. Oh, I'm Titan's Bane now, huh?
Who goes there? Oh, it's you. Forgive me for straying from the camp. He hasn't been feeling too welcome, to say the least. I thought a change of scenery might do him good. But, alas. It's so quiet out here. The stars spread out before us, beckoning across time and space. Dawn may banish even the darkest night. How bitterly beautiful, those words. I should be stronger for all my experiences, yet my heart aches more than ever. I never understood why Grandfather gave his life that day. I thought that if I came here, I would find the answers I needed. But when I finally laid eyes on the land he sacrificed everything to save, saw firsthand the bickering, the pettiness, I was disappointed. I was angry. I could not fathom how these people were more deserving of his love than his family, than me. But when Grandfather revealed the whole truth of the calamity to us, I finally understood. And I resolved there and then to continue his legacy in my own way. My travels have been enlightening, but I cannot say that I have enjoyed them. I have lost count of the many petty crises that I was helpless to resolve and of the people whose actions I could not understand. There were others, of course. Good people. People with whom I felt a kinship, whose lives I could not save. I found myself asking what it was all for. Why try if I was doomed to fail in the end? But then I recalled Grandfather's words to my father, years ago, before he left Charlayan behind forever. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. We must all protect that which we hold most dear in the manner of our own choosing. We have to try, do we not? Of course, it's one thing to try and another to do. There were times while I was tracking the Warriors of Darkness when I faltered, when I was afraid. But then I thought of my brother, of Urianger, of you. Oh, Pray, forgive me. This conversation has been rather one-sided, hasn't it? Mayhap you could recount some of your adventures in Ishgard.
They're all one-sided with me, unfortunately. Well, let's see. Oh, we'll choose this one. Under some rather unique circumstances, I had the pleasure to fight alongside Sir Emmerich.
He is quite a man, the Lord Commander. I shall have to thank him for his kindness. Truth be told, I was rather taken aback by it all. Given Ishgard's famous love of foreigners, I was half expecting the Kyrugians to berate me for bleeding. But I never heard an unkind word. Everyone there seemed relatively open and friendly, in fact. Thanks in no small part to your tireless efforts, I suspect. The hopes and dreams of so many rest on your shoulders, Warrior of Light. As long as the sun rises, we can but carry on, for the sake of those we hold dear.
But of course, I probably would have gone with that one, but, you know, I gotta torture BB-10.
To what end dost thou cling to the tainted gifts of the Mother?
That voice. That voice.
Every tool has its purpose. Even this. Well, what is it?
The seeds sown in Vilbrand have been plucked from the earth and left to wither. Alas, Titan's demise sufficed not to drive the kobolds to deepest desperation.
What did the man in white have to say?
That we are to proceed as he did first set forth.
Well, that's easy for him to say. It's not his bloody world on the brink of destruction, is it?
Be thou well reminded that with an end to Ishgard's unrest, naught now remaineth to preoccupy the Scion's thoughts. And thus may they devote their every energy to thwarting thee and thine. I foresee only greater difficulties ahead.
Foresee? Are you sure you don't welcome them? I'm starting to think you might hold a candle for your old friends after all.
Pray do not mistake mine intent. I but look upon the path which lieth before us with due trepidation. Shouldst thou be of like mind, pray consider then another course. For the power to invoke the ardor belongeth not unto the Ascians alone. With thine own hand strike down thine enemy, the so-called hero who would see thy home lost to light. Do but this, and thou wouldst at a single stroke disrupt the all-too delicate balance of this realm, plunging her straightways into chaos.
You do realize what you're suggesting, yes?
To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. The words of my teacher, and a creed I hold close to my heart.
Very well. Draw her out. We'll make it quick.
Ugh.
It shall be done.
You know, it just...
What good a creed one cannot uphold? What hurts soothed? What lives saved? Oh, hapless fool, what hast thou wrought by thine own hands? Minfilia, my friends, I shall not now beg your forgiveness. Full deeply though it paineth me to walk it, I shall not stray from my chosen path. As Moonbreeder remains steadfast, so too shall I.
Doghouse. Doghouse. He's in the fucking doghouse. God damn it, Ariane. Why? Why you gotta do this to me? Why you always gotta... Oh, God. Alright, hold on a second. Hold on a second. This back is wrong.
I don't know. I didn't think so. I just came back from my walk. So.
You came back from a walk?
Yes. This is very tough working off this laptop sometimes.
Oh, sorry.
So,
Where did Nixia go?
I don't know.
Okay. No, it's not New Moon Breeder. Stop it. Oh, alright. I have a package coming. I'm waiting for it. It's supposed to be here. Hold on. Come on, update. It's one stop away. Oh, alright. When it gets here. Alright. What ho, Rislin. I trust you had a good night's rest. I was but this moment speaking with Thancred and Ishtola via Link Pearl. They had some interesting news to share. Apparently, during the course of their respective investigations, both came across crates which had once borne Ishgardian seals. It would seem that someone in the capital has been very busy indeed. Accordingly, the Temple Knights have launched a full-scale investigation. Sir Emmerich believes that it is only a matter of time before the culprits are found, but we shall have to wait and see. In the meantime, it seems only prudent to look into the recent activities of the other tribes, in case they too are flush with Ishgardian crystals. And with that in mind, I suggest we pay Urianger another... Wait, where is Alisaie? She was here a moment ago. With Gabu. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where did she go? No, it's not a new kitty. We don't have a new kitty yet. Not yet. Soon enough, soon enough. Ah, let me guess. It's time to leave, isn't it? My apologies for disappearing again. If it is any consolation, I have already packed my things. How is he? Brother, Commandant Blowin. Something tells me you are not solely here out of concern for his welfare. But to answer your question, there has been no change. He will not speak or eat. I'm not even sure if he slept. If he did, he seems none the better for it. He just shuffles about with that same expression on his face. How can you even see his face? It's behind that grate. You will look after him, won't you, Commander? And treat him with every kindness? He's still in there, I know it. Beneath the anguish and the despair, he's still fighting with all his heart. He deserves to be given that chance. Until he comes back to us, until we know for certain what has become of him. Aye, you needn't worry. If he hadn't risked his neck to warn us and help you secure the better part of the crystals, this could have turned out a damn sight worse than it did. We'll not soon forget that, and nor will Maelstrom Command. I'm so sorry, Gabu. I truly am. You should never have been made to. And I know I cannot possibly understand. Mayhap there is nothing I can do or say. The pain, the anger, the helplessness. Hold fast to the memories of better times. Remember them as they were. And when it hurts so much your heart feels it's fit to burst, let it burst. Let it burst and fill up again with your love for them. And never, ever forget. Come along, little one. I will remember them. And you, Alice. Thank you. Aww. He's still in there. Have faith, sister. Your words have reached him. In time, he will recover. And those who orchestrated these events will be made to answer for their crimes. Thousand times over, there will be a reckoning. Alright. Time to kick some Warrior of Darkness ass. Except now they want to kill me. And Urian J is gonna lure me out so that they can try and kill me. Like, seriously. This is not good. What? Return to the Waking Sands?
Wait,
yeah.
Return to the Waking Sands?
Yes. Package here. One step away still. Damn it. Where am I? I'm getting all turned around. Still haven't even taken my shaggy shoat. Oh, it's a little piglet. Alright, let's see. Aww! Look at how cute he is! Look at that little guy. He's got little stripes. Aww, it's adorbs. He does a little baby oink oink. We have heard the glad tidings from Ogumro, my friends. By the grace of the 12 and your most valiant efforts, the people of Limsa may rest easy. I should like to think so, yes. Though we failed to prevent the Lord of Crags from manifesting, we did succeed in weakening him, enabling our friends to dispatch him before the Warriors of Darkness could make matters worse. It was by no means an unmitigated success, but it will have to suffice. Then let us speak of another matter, one which weigheth heavy on mine lady's mind. As thou didst request, I sought out the Garen oracles, that we might better understand the aims of the Warriors of Darkness. Though their copious use of allegory defieth any single interpretation, the oracles paint a most disturbing picture, one of worlds parallel to our own, apart yet linked, reduced to ruin with every umbral calamity. 7 times they have succeeded. Then of 10 and 3, only 6 worlds remain. Aye, all is as Lady Minfilia spake unto thee. As for what becometh of these reflections when they and the source are rejoined, frail flesh undone in umbral fires, each soul surrendereth to her call, to flow unto the endless sea, there to endure as one and none. Then if the warriors of darkness succeed, everyone in their world will die? In essence, aye. The verse speaketh of the renunciation of the flesh and subsequent return to the life stream. However, this fate may yet be preferable to the alternative, if the first were to fall to transcendent light, and the manner the warriors of darkness described, it would give way unto a void wherein none may know either life or death. Far better to die, they reason, for in death there is life. The essence of a soul which returneth unto the source may be born anew, saved, such at least is their belief, I surmise. If that is true, then, gods, no one should ever have to make such a choice. Ere we speak further on the subject, I would share with thee another recent discovery. It would seem that several sizable shipments of crystals have been delivered into the hands of certain Alamegan parties. Alamegans? Strange. And you believe this to be the work of the same Ishgardian smugglers who supplied the beast tribes? I know beyond a shadow of a doubt. Unless thou wonder at their motive, I would remind you that the Ascians did once attempt to bring about the summoning of Rhalgr. The individuals who took receipt of these shipments are refugees belonging to a group devoted to the cause of Alamegan liberation. It may also interest thee to know that their Ishgardian suppliers appear to be none other than the remnants of Aline Wayu's network of spies. Yes, I said it right. It's Wayu. Surely you jest, and yet it is not so surprising. Bereft of leadership and hunted by the Alliance, I cannot well imagine such villains being desperate enough to conspire with the Ascians, assuming they even know or care who their new employers are. All of which is irrelevant. Forgive me, we must seek out the resistance group which received the crystals without delay. Rislin, Alice, will you come with me to Little Alamigo? Yes, of course. I should like to hear what they have to say for themselves, firsthand. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal. Man, if looks could kill. If looks could kill. Alfino, Alice, Riesling. Are you three listening? Good, I have tidings. The Temple Knights raided the smugglers' warehouses less than an hour ago. A cursory interrogation of the prisoners yielded confirmation that they were in the employ of, and I hope you are sitting down, a man in black robes. Then you have them? And the crystals too? What few remained, aye. Regrettably, it would seem they dispatched one final shipment in the hours before we struck. 'Twas bound for Little Alamigo, we are told, where it will be received by members of a local resistance group. Since Sir Emmerich's men no longer have need of my services, I have a mind to head that way. As do we, by happy coincidence. We learned of the shipments but a few moments ago. Ha! And there I was thinking I might finally be one step ahead of the Warrior of Light and her little helpers. Ah, wait a moment. There's more, and I defy you not to be surprised by this revelation. The leader of the Ishgardian smugglers was formerly in the employ of one Aline Wayu, the infamous Ivy herself. Once again, Thancred, I fear I must inform you that... Thancred, with whom else have you shared this information? About the smugglers? No one. As I think I mentioned, the raid was less than an hour ago. I was planning to contact Ishtoa next, but is there someone else you would have me notify first? Wait. Then how would Urianger know? No, there isn't. Oh. I think we're on his tail. Oh, package Ken. Okay, give me a second. I want to go get my package. As it came. I gotta use it. I'm a little worried about this cough, so I'm checking something. Hold on. Why is this not? I don't know if that's working or not. I don't know if it's gifts from Santa, but I'm checking to make sure I'm not sick. I was a little worried. And my other, let's see. Sorry if I'm doing this middle stream. No, 98.5. So I'm not running a fever, which is good, because I was feeling feverish yesterday. That was a thermometer. And I had having this cough. I'm like, oh man, maybe I should. I bought a monitor. I love Amazon. You could just like go on, order the stuff, and have it in like 2 hours. It's great. But I'll check. I gotta check how this works. I'll check that later. I just want to make sure I'm getting enough oxygen because I've been coughing. All right. It's good to have one of these, especially with COVID, you know. All right. That's enough of that. Sorry, guys. What in the world has gotten into her? It is twice now that we have sought Urianje's aid, and twice she has threatened him as if he were a stranger. The Archon was one of Grandfather's most dedicated pupils, and spent as much time at the Leveilleur estate as we did. He's practically a member of the family. Truth be told, I struggle to recall a day from my childhood when I did not see the three of them laughing together. If this continues, I may have to raise the matter. Later, though, little Alamigo awaits. Yes, 2 hours. I had, I paid $3 for the shipping. It wasn't free shipping. But, yes, 2 hours, and, because I have Amazon Prime, so. I was that worried. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to pay for the $3 shipping and screw it and get it right away, so. But it's showing that, looking at the, hold on. Not Amazon Primal. I will get to the bottom of this. Oh, forgive me. It has been a long day. Did you have something to say? Urianje? Oh, I have always struggled to understand what's going on in his head. Now more than ever. Listen, Rislin, if anything should happen, it should be me who... Just know that I am prepared to do what must be done. Right then. To more pressing matters. Since we have no idea when Thancred might arrive, I suggest we see what information we can gather in his absence. Oh boy. So is she ready to fucking kill Ariane J? Is that what she said? So to review, we are reliably informed that members of the Alamegan resistance operating here have taken receipt of several large shipments of crystals, our task being to ascertain who and why. Given the size of the settlement, I find it hard to believe that anyone here could be wholly unaware of the resistance movements. The challenge, of course, will be finding individuals who are both able and willing to share such information with outsiders. It would seem sensible to divide our forces, Rislin. Why don't you question the residents in the eastern half of town? Alice and I will do the same in the west, and afterwards we can rendezvous here to share our findings. Alright. Oh wait, it's inside. The resistance? Damned if I know. Not as if I'd be any use to them. Okay. If you set store by all these tales of secret weapons, good luck to you. But I'm too old for the masks' bedtime stories. This is our lot, and it's time we got used to it. The masks. Who's the mask? Oh, she totally would. She is very pragmatic. Very pragmatic. Do not mind her. It's not that she hates you. She hates everyone. What? Ah, let me guess. Come to join the fight, have you? No need to deny it, friend. You're not the first to answer the Griffin's call. While he's lit a fire in every Alamegan heart, he's also inspired more than a few Uldens to pledge themselves to the cause. And little wonder, the Garleans won't stop until we're all under the yoke. I see you there, going around asking questions, looking for the Griffin in his lot, I'll bet. Seems they're the talk of a little Alamigo these days. Folk wondering what he's about, what he's got in store for the Garleans, and what's under the mask of his, of course. Some say he's hardly got a face, what with all the scars. Others reckon he's been marked for death by the Empire, and that they'd send a bloody legion if they knew where he were. Your guess is as good as mine. Yes, garlics. We're gonna see a lot more garlics, and then you're going to see, yeah, you're gonna see somebody. You know how you how you talk about buttians? Well, there's gonna be someone who's actually a really big butt. You'll understand when you see him. Well, that was easier than expected. There's not a soul here who isn't eager to talk about our masked friends. I suppose I should ask what you learned, but I think I already know. This Griffin seems to be the leader of a newly formed faction within the Resistance, the Masks. Yet despite their growing popularity, no one seems to know much about them, only that they are the most aggressively militant group to have joined the movement in recent memory. Indeed, many claim their commitment to the cause of Alamegan liberation is unrivaled. We can but hope their revolutionary fervor is never channeled in the direction of a primal. Though I feel confident that this is the group which received the crystal shipments, we yet lack proof. Before taking any action, I would speak with the settlement's leader to confirm my suspicions, and mayhap enlist his help while I am about it. Given that you and Gundebold are already acquainted, mayhap it would be best if you took the lead. Shall we? Oh, Gundebold. Good old Gundebold. Alright, alright. Much as it pleases me to see you again, Rislin, I cannot help but wonder if I should be worried. I hear you and yours have been asking questions. The Griffin. Aye, I know of him, as do we all. He and his masks have become a leading faction within the Resistance. Though there was suspicion at first, given his secretive ways, he quickly proved himself a charismatic and capable commander. Men are drawn to his passion and his vision. They truly believe that he has what it takes to lead them to victory. Even I cannot help but admire the man for what he's accomplished. But I have forgotten Wilred. I have not forgotten Wilred. I haven't forgotten him either. I'm still upset about Wilred. I was blind to the danger of his ambitions, and you were not. The Griffin will soon deliver a speech to our people at the sunken temple of Karn. Go and see him with your own eyes. Weigh his words with your own heart. How convenient. 'Tis but a pity Thancred is not here to join us. You two go on ahead. I shall stay behind and wait for him. Oh, wait for Thancred. Is she going to talk to Thancred about anything in particular? She's on to Urianger. She is on to him. Whatever could be keeping him. If he's taken the scenic route, leaving us to do all the hard work, I shall treat him to a piece of my mind. Oh, so she's gonna be giving Thancred a tongue lashing. You know. Alice is a Spitfire. She's a Spitfire. Has it begun already? I hear voices coming from within.
Brothers and sisters, 20 years ago, Alamigo, our home, was claimed by the Garlean Empire. In our haste to overthrow the King of Ruin, we turned a blind eye to our foes in the north. With our glorious revolution, we but laid a path for a new tyrant to succeed the old. And when confronted with our failure, we fled. Not a day goes by that I do not think of those we left behind. Think of them and feel ashamed. And I know each and every one of you feels the same. We abandoned them, our own flesh and blood, to labor till their backs gave in and their breath gave out, building the twisted steel ramparts which now mar our once majestic mountains. We abandoned them, the brave and true, to fight and die for their country, or worse, to be conscripted and sent off to rob another poor bastard of his home. We abandoned them, the meek and powerless, to bow and scrape when the Garleans pass, to sully themselves that they might live to see another day of misery. The Black Wolf may be dead, but a new Imperial Viceroy reigns in Alamigo now. A beast not a fraction as merciful. You all know the Eorzean Alliance will do naught to oppose him. For all their promises and platitudes, they will not act if there's no profit in it. Only we can free our brothers and sisters from the Empire's tyranny, my friends. Only we have the courage to stand and fight. They have imprisoned us. They have enslaved us, and they have murdered us, but no more! Blood demands blood, and the Garleans shall pay for every drop they have spilt upon our lands. This I promise you, for we have a power within us, my friends. A power befitting our pride, our righteousness. Only join us, and we shall grant you the means to unleash it, and together we shall see the Alamegan standard raised over the mountains of Gia Arbania once more!
A power befitting their pride. Not at all ominous, that.
Who is this guy?
Wait, is that...
What are you two doing here?
I could ask you the same thing.
But...
Well, this is quite the surprise.
If you see what I see, if you feel as I feel...
Might I suggest we continue this conversation in more agreeable surroundings?
I like his ARR voice better. I think of all of, like, the Saiyans, he's one of the few that I prefer the ARR voice. All the places to meet, it has to be fate. Mayhap it's my imagination, but you seem rather more rugged and world-weary than when last we spoke. Words cannot express how glad I am to see you both alive and well. And you, though it was pretty obvious you and Rislin would be fine. Crystal Braves never had a realistic chance of capturing any of the Saiyans, divided as they were and distrusted by the better part of Eorzea. But if you truly believe that, forgive me, what exactly have you two been doing all this time? Repaying a favor. After the banquet, we had no choice but to flee Ul'dah, and we would not have been able to do so without the aid of some old friends from the Resistance. That's right. They smuggled us out of the city and sheltered us in Little Alamigo, all at great risk to themselves. Obviously, we couldn't let that go unacknowledged, so we offered to help them out with their operations for a while. And when we learned of the Saiyans' exoneration, that Lolorito had severed all ties with the Crystal Braves, and that General Roban had been reinstated, we resolved to make contact. But having long since discarded our link pearls as a precautionary measure, our options were rather limited. To make matters more complicated, we were embroiled in a delicate operation at the time, leaving me with little choice but to entrust a letter to a courier. I gather from your puzzled expressions, however, that you never received it. Honest, we thought this might happen. While the masks are happy to let the refugees spread the word within the community, they're pretty strict about communicating with outsiders. Oh, and we also heard a rumor that the Griffin doesn't want us meddling in his affairs. The Griffin mistrusts the Saiyans of the Seventh Dawn. Curious. It is well known that we are no friends to Garlemald. One would think the man we saw beseeching all and sundry to join his cause would welcome our support. I should say that the man you saw was not in fact the Griffin, but an impersonator, and a talented rabble-rouser to boot. 'Twould not surprise me if he were responsible for the majority of these public appearances. As you may have gathered, the Griffin is an extremely cautious and distrusting man who has made every effort to conceal his identity. Even when we participated in a raid under his direct command, we were not permitted to approach him. It's hard to know what to make of it all. The secrecy, the impersonators, the masks. Well, she's wearing a mask. What? It's not as if I'm making all of you wear one, and mine only covers half my face. It's completely different. Anyway, when we heard the Griffin was due to give a speech, we thought it might be a good opportunity to get a better sense of the man behind the, to get a better sense of the man. For all the good it did. And now you have heard the whole of it. But tell me, what prompted you to take an interest in the Griffin? Summoning? You're not serious. I can't believe it. The Resistance would never even entertain such a ridiculous plan. But the Griffin, well, the man is an enigma. I cannot say with any confidence what he would or would not do. What I can say, however, is that the speech we heard today was not the first to make reference to a power capable of defeating the Empire. The masks have made many such claims of late. I confess I had assumed it to be mere bluster, but in the context of the shipments of which you spoke, it is not impossible that they are alluding to a primal. Whatever it is, we'll find out together, and if anyone tries to stop us, they'll answer to me. Indeed. That is, assuming you'll have us. Alright, I guess we found them. That was a little bit anticlimactic. I thought it was going to be a bigger deal stumbling into them. If, as you suspect, the Griffin is indeed plotting to summon a primal, we must needs obtain confirmation while there is yet time to act. To that end, I propose we question his double. Given his role as the group's de facto mouthpiece, I should not be surprised if he were one of the Griffin's closest associates. And while we may not be aware of the most sensitive details, he can probably tell us the mask's plans in broad strokes. Like the man whom he impersonates, however, he is wary of outsiders. He will not expose himself without a suitable incentive. My plan is as follows. You and Alphino will pose as adventurers fallen on hard times, inspired by his words to take up arms for a noble cause. Eda and I, as members of the Resistance, will recount tales of your past achievements and testify as to your usefulness in the struggles ahead. With our enthusiastic assurances still ringing in his ears, he will decide to welcome you in person, and we will arrange a meeting. You will need to look past the part that we might maintain the charade, until we have him cornered at least. Here, this should be enough to purchase suitable garments from Talbot? I don't know how you say his name. Talbot. And to have him rub a respectable amount of dirt on them for good measure. Any questions? Well, it all seems simple enough, thank you. And with that, Rislin, let us be off. But I want to go and fight the Warriors of Darkness. Why? Why are we doing this? I don't care about this guy. Our identities will be revealed, but it can't be helped. We don't have time for a cleverer approach. Talbot has an assortment of affordable clothing which he sells to the refugees. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Alright. Judawan, what? Ah, crap, we gotta go in here again. Alright. Eh? You wanna buy what? I don't know what you're up to, but I want no part of it. Well, you're the ones with the gill, and seeing as you're friends of Papalimo. There. Tunic and slaps for the both of you. Tailored and, treated to your tastes. Now off with you, before someone sees us together. Clothes maketh a man, as they say. Right then, I will go and change, and see you at the spot Papalimo marked on our maps. Alright, time to get into, let's see what I look like. Really? Alright, fine. And I want to kick Urianje's ass. That's what I want to do. That man has given me so much grief. He keeps doing shit. I'm just done. I am done. This guy's riding a cloud. Well, look at us, a pair of down-at-heel adventurers seeking a chance to recapture past glories. Yes, this should suffice. And now we play the waiting game.
My thanks, comrades. You must be the esteemed adventurers of whom I've heard so much. I understand you have taken an interest in our cause.
A great interest, you might say. Your words have certainly made quite an impression on my friend and I. The Resistance has long, and some would say wisely, avoided open engagements with the Garleans, but you and yours seem confident against the world in arms.
Put it on a little thick there, Alphino.
I can only assume you have good reason to be so bold. Why, one might even think you are planning to summon a primal. Because that would do much to explain the sizable shipment of crystals you recently received from your smuggler friends, whom our Ishgardian allies have since detained, lest you wonder.
I'd like to hear more about the Griffin. The real Griffin. Your performance earlier didn't fool us.
Ah, the famous scions of the Seventh Dawn. I should have known better than to think I could conceal the truth from you lot. You are right. I am not the Griffin, but I speak with his voice, and it was at his behest that we procured those crystals. You are wrong, however, if you think that we procured them to summon a primal. We used them to reach an accord with the Amalja. In exchange for crystals to summon their god, they will aid us in the fight for Alamegan liberation.
You've got to be joking. Have you gone completely mad? When people find out you helped the Lizardmen summon Ifrit, they'll turn on the Resistance. Alamigo will never be free.
This isn't a fairy tale, girl. We don't have the luxury to play at being honorable heroes. It's because the likes of you wouldn't sully your saintly hands that Alamigo's been under the yoke for the past 20 years. But the Griffin won't stand for it, and neither will we. We're ready to do whatever it takes.
What proof do you have of this arrangement with the Amalja?
What? Aside from a lack of crystals? None. But the beastmen have a great big pile of the things if you fancy looking. You might want to hurry, though. It'll not be long before they summon their god. Search our camp if you don't believe me. We have naught to hide.
If there is a cache to be found, Ida and I will find it.
Then let us be off.
Yeah, I'm not a big Alamegan fan either.
Are you perchance the Warrior of Light? Aye, I thought so. You should know that a great many who have joined us did so because you saved them. Because you showed them that one brave woman can make a difference. You saved me too once. Helped a friend over in Quarry Mill make some medicine I needed. But that was a lifetime ago.
Hey, I remember that.
On behalf of my brothers and sisters, I thank you. You gave us hope where there was none, courage and strength when all was lost. We shall not squander your gift.
I know that look, Ida, and I do not like it. You cannot seriously be contemplating taking up arms with that band of cutthroats.
I just...
If the Griffin and his men have their way, it is only a matter of time before the situation in Alamigo comes to a head. Your homeland's future teeters on a knife edge, and any reckless action, however small, could have irrevocable consequences. You mustn't lose sight of that, Ida. When the time comes, we must all make our choices, but we must do so in full possession of the facts. Now, let us away. There is work to be done.
Quarry Mill, he said. Do you remember? Forgive me, you cannot be expected to recall every name and face. Besides, it's not as if it matters. I have long admired how you live in the present, how you focus on the problems at hand and always keep moving forward. So let us keep moving forward together, Rislin. We must find and secure those crystals. This is no time for looking back. Okay, where are we? Alright, we're actually almost done with this, this patch. Oh yes, oh yes. If we take the Griffin's double at his word, then the crystals are now somewhere within Zaharak, ready to be put to use by the Amalja. If we apprise Alice of all that we have learned, I will join you. Oh no, we must apprise Alice of all we have learned. I will join you both in Little Alamigo after I have changed. Okay, good. I need to get out of these damn clothes too. Oh, damn it, I hate freaking Alamigo. Where? Ugh, which way? Oh my god. Oh, there she is. Oh, Thancred's here. Kept you waiting, eh? My apologies. Ah, that's much better. Subterfuge was never my strong suit. You were prepared for battle, then. Now that Thancred has finally arrived, mayhap you could share your latest findings. You mean to tell me that while we were worrying ourselves sick, Ida and Papalymo were here all along? Well, Y'shtola will be relieved and also angry. Mainly angry, I should think. As for the crystals, what choice do we have? We cannot very well leave them in the hands of the Amalja. For all we know, they could be preparing to summon Ifrit even as we speak. We must make for Zaharak without delay. Agreed. If there is naught else to discuss, let us depart at once. And so they go forth, in accordance with the Griffin's plan. Why are you showing up, Masked Man? Just put Ariane on the screen, okay? We all know who this is. The players gather to assume their marks on a stage wreathed in flame. Ere long, the curtain shall rise, and the drama of which I am author gives God's forgive me, shall at last be performed. Naught else remaineth, save to stand at the ready and pray that the chance is seized, for never shall we know its like again. Just fucking say it! Okay, I threw my thing on. But he makes me so mad! He makes me so mad! Oh. Looks like we've got, I confess I expected a warmer greeting, but we must not jump to conclusions, not until we brave the bowel of embers. Or the bowl of embers. Not bowel. That's not bowel, it's bowl. Oh, I've been reading aloud too long. We must be ready to engage the enemy at any moment. If you would make any final preparations, pray do so now. I shall await your signal. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, but a lot of stuff changes, okay? It changes between now and where you're at. At this point in time,
right.
I'm pissed.
The Emulger would never leave this place so poorly guarded.
Not willingly, no.
Ah, the saviors of Eorzea. Slow as ever.
By the 12. Will you never learn?
You know, you're right. Mayhap it is time for a change of tack. Killing primals, tormenting beastmen, hastening the birth of a new god.
I keep on
It's all
saying
a bit
that.
much, isn't it? And frankly, we don't have the leisure to do it. But killing the Warrior of Light, on the other hand, that would soon plunge Eorzea into chaos. One life for one world. A fair exchange! Wouldn't you agree?
Lest you forget, you've more than one opponent.
Carbuncle! Defend me!
That's a good carbuncle.
I sense you will offer more than mere target practice. Unlike your sister.
Oh, that's gonna piss off Alice. Uh-oh.
Alice!
Did I not tell you, Alphino? I am not the girl I once was. My brother was always the clever one, while my talents lay elsewhere. As Eorzea's blade of light once stood by my side, now I shall stand at hers and defend this realm with all my might.
Let's finish this.
Alright, let's not fail this. Well, I did fail this the first time I did it. It wasn't good. Alright, you guys, they got a lot of health. Alright, maybe I need to be killing Lameness. No.
You shall fall soon enough.
Magus? Oh, there we go.
There's no escape!
Get out of there. Alright, let's go for the Ranger next. Wait, how come she's up again? What the hell is she up again? Okay. Oh, they're using Echo. Okay.
No more games! It ends now. What?
The chains!
You snake! You would betray us as well?
He that holdeth fast unto his convictions shall never count betrayal amongst his crimes, though all the world may call him villain. My path is unchanged, my creed sacrosanct. This I believe with all my heart. But say, warrior of darkness, and speak true, what dost thou believe? That rendering up the souls of thy world in service to the rejoining will grant it salvation? Nay.
By the 12! Oriange!
See, this is why people
Mine apologies,
like him.
Master Alphino. That the brightest light might shine, duty did compel me to walk in darkest shade.
See, like, what? No, he's like, I'm gonna admit, he's actually kind of hot, but I still hate him. No, I don't hate him. He still pisses me off. Okay, he pisses me off, and I don't care. Oh yeah, a lot of people, yeah, pretty much, and then they forgive him automatically. But you know.
You sweet fool. I was almost willing to believe you had turned against us. I expect a full explanation when this is over. For now, may I assume you have turned your cloak for the last time?
Thou mayest, my lady. By thy leave.
Even odds, then. No matter. We'll crush the lot of you in one fell swoop!
Understood.
All right.
Hearken to me. We only have one chance. Channel your ether into my blade that I might strike before the mage casts his spell. I cannot do it alone, but together we can defeat them! Make ready! They come!
Alright, here we go.
I must have more ether!
Oh, what am I supposed to do? This is what messes me up. I messed up, okay. I'm supposed to do something for her. Oh. Oh yeah, he's interrupting me. Well, he's coming after me, Thancred. Get him off of my ass, seriously. Come on. Use your sword. There. It's not letting me work. Oh. Standing on it. Thancred is standing on it, damn it.
It's not enough!
Alright, what am I supposed to do? I probably shouldn't die. Alright. There we go. Oh, there it is. Blade of Light again. Alright, there we go. They like standing on it.
I can feel it! Just a little more!
Alright, time for some holy Spanish. I don't see her up. Oh my god, can you just stop? Thancred, get him off me.
Tis done! With this blade I banish the darkness!
No. Not like this.
Alize, are you hurt?
A touch dizzy, but otherwise fine. Thank you.
And there you have it. Our friend is too stubborn to die.
We are far from finished. Or have you never considered how we came to this world?
That's a good question.
Crystals? You mean, like the Ascians?
Just so. As the Ascians flee unto the rift twixt planes with crystals of darkness, so did these warriors come hither with crystals of light.
Eloquent, as always. Aye, like the Ascians, we too are beyond death. You cannot defeat that which is eternal.
Wait! Such methods as the Ascians employ require the renunciation of the flesh. You would have had to...
What?
At long last, you see. To save our world, we gave our lives. We were just adventurers trying to make our way. An odd job here, a favor there. We never aspired to be warriors of light. But word of our deeds spread, and soon people were calling us heroes. They placed their hopes and dreams on our shoulders, and bid us fight for all that was good and right. We fought, and we fought, and we fought, until there was no one left to fight. We won! And now our world is being erased from existence. We did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this. You of all people should understand. We will not falter. We brought our world to the brink of destruction, and now we must save it.
I've died before, Arbert. I'm not afraid to die again.
Arbert. You didn't say his name right.
No matter how many times we fall, we must rise and carry on the fight for those we left behind.
Yeah, he actually didn't say his name right. It's Arbert. It is a little daft, but, you know, it grows on you.
To have known the depth of sorrow and embraced the highest sacrifice. Nonetheless, Master Louis-Sois, guide my hand, I pray you, as fate's thread spinneth upon this most capricious spindle. Quickly! Thou must needs invoke the power of thy crystal.
So we're what?
What is this place?
Such pain. Such sorrow. Oh, my dear children.
It can't be.
Mother Heidelin, hearken unto your children's plea. From two worlds do we gather, and from two worlds do we offer a bounty of light. In this desperate hour we do beseech your intercession. We beg an audience with the word of the Mother, with your chosen Minfilia.
Your cries go not unheard, nor your sacrifices unnoticed. Though many are lost, there are those we can yet save, whom I can yet save.
Minfilia.
Blessed children of the First, the light of your world hath grown blinding in its radiance, but it is not yet absolute. I will hie me to your world, and there take unto myself the light which riseth even now to drown it, as darkness once did drown another.
Now you deign to answer our prayers? I will suffer this farce no longer!
As the Ascians must serve as instruments of Zodiark's will, so too must others carry out the will of Heidelin. But for the boon you have granted her, she has grown strong enough to set me free, that I might serve as her emissary. Your suffering, your sacrifice, your supplications, she has heard all. We will not let the first fall to light. Thank you, Urianger, for bringing everyone here. It fills my heart with joy to look upon the faces of my friends once more.
In taking you unto her bosom, I knew that Heidelin had bequeathed to you a sliver of her grace, granting you strength long sought. And in treating with the Ascians, I learnt of a star like unto our own, a doomed world of fallen heroes, in whom I glimpsed ourselves, the first. Full long did I search for a means to save this world, concluding at the last that the answer lay in the power of blessed crystals. And thus did I labor to set light against dark. Yet I knew from the beginning that this salvation would not come without sacrifice. For the instrument of the first's deliverance would of necessity be required to journey thither, there to remain, mayhap forever.
You orchestrated all of this, not to save her, but to send her away!
One life for one world. Such was the bargain, and you the coin, though it were not mine to spend.
Have we not walked together in the light of the crystal, and at her bidding borne witness to the joys and sorrows of this land? Each and every one of you knows my heart. If this be the price I must pay, I pay it gladly.
You would go alone, then?
My dearest Thancred, you who have ever watched over me, I am truly grateful for all you have done on my behalf, as would my father be. Your kindness, your compassion, your love. These are your gifts to me, and our gifts to them, forming a bond which transcends time and space.
Sometimes I forget you are not the child I once knew. Make me proud.
Long have I watched you from Heidelin's side, watched as you nurtured and kept safe the light of the dawn. The dark recesses of the world hide untold secrets and dangers. Thus do I entrust to you, Tupsimati. I pray you, keep to the path that you may never have need of it.
Would seem the power of our crystals is all but spent. Perhaps, if there is naught else to be done.
Hear me, servant of Heidelin. If you would have us place our trust in you, then I would ask a favor. Take us with you. Take us home. We were blind to the truth once, so I tell you this, as one fool to another. Light, dark, it doesn't matter. What matters is how you choose to use them. We made our choice and you see what came of it, so please, forge a different path. Seize a better fate.
So do you still think the Warriors of Darkness are cringy? Just saying.
'Tis a strange feeling. So many times have I watched you depart, my heart filled with worry. And ever did you return to me in triumph. Someday, when I have found a way to free this star from her sorrow, I promise you I shall repay the favor.
Well, your waifu's gone, BB10. Your waifu is gone.
Thank you, Lemmy, for everything.
Oh, that's right. Ishto was your waifu. Sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry. I don't want to offend you. Offend your Stola. Speak thy mind. I do not expect thy forgiveness. Okay, Alice, say then. Alice. Oh, I'm sorry. She's like 16. No, it can't be Alice. Those sorry. The things did not unfold as perhaps. I mean to say, I truly believe that she... Forgive me. I should not have spoken. It is not my place. It would seem we are in southern Thanalan again. And Philia's doing, no doubt. May the 12 speed her on her way. And the Warriors of Darkness, too. I cannot help but wonder what awaits those wayward souls. If they gave their lives in order to travel to the source, then in returning to the first, would they not? But mayhap that was their wish. What? I'm just saying. Look. Now, Orion J's he's hot, but he's definitely not my husbando, because I'm still angry at him. He's in the doghouse. Thancred, he's too much of a dog, so he's also in the doghouse. And Alphino is definitely too young. Like, he's a little brother young, so can't be him either. Forgive me, my thoughts were elsewhere. And this, when I know full well there is yet work to be done. The crystals. Leave them to me. I will go back to Zaharak and secure them. The Amalja will still be in disarray after the thrashing the Warriors of Darkness gave them. They are not like to notice a lone bard skulking about. But Thancred, you... Don't have to do this, I know. But I want to. I will see you at the Rising Stones. Jerkbane is one. I got it. Alright, I gotta stop. I should go and find Ida and Papalimo. They must have finished searching the mask's camp by now. Not that it matters anymore. You must be tired, Rislin. I know I am. If thou wilt permit me, my lady, I would ask a question. When didst thou become aware of mine independent pursuits? When I saw you meeting with that warrior of darkness in the Ascian that Ascian in white at the Great Library. I try not to think the worst. You've never been one to confide in others, so I knew that even were your intentions pure, you would not share your plans with us until you felt the time was right. But I cannot deny that a part of me feared that you had simply betrayed us. Would that there had been another way. Know that I took no pleasure in deceiving thee, and that these sins will forever weigh heavy on my heart. I understand why you did what you did. that you sought to achieve the greatest good while inflicting the least harm. Not many would have the courage to make that choice. But even knowing that what came of your actions, I find that I cannot condone them. I'm sorry. I'm totally with you, Elise. I'm totally with you. Brislin, forgive me, but I believe the events of the day have taken their toll on me. I should like to rest for a while. If thou wilt grant me leave, I would gladly escort thee into a refuge of thine own choosing. Once my lady hath regained her strength, we shall join thee at the Rising Stones. Until then, Warrior of Light. Speak with Pampolino. This was a long patch. This is like 3.5 hours. We're going on 4 hours. We should be finished with it here in just a few minutes, but that was a long patch. Well, we should be in Stormblood by next week, so I would think. I have yet to tell them what happened in Zaharak. I thought it best to do so together. Ah, there you are. We finished our search, in case you were wondering. Tadalimo. Well met, Rislin. Alphino said you would be joining us. It would seem the Griffin's double was telling the truth insofar as we found nothing resembling a sizable cache of crystals in the masked camp. Did you perchance find one in Zaharak? Actually... I don't believe it. The crystals, Minfilia? All of it. It's just... I don't know what it is. I sympathize, Ida. Even now I struggle to comprehend that which I saw. The only thing I can say with any certainty is that I feel blessed to have been granted a final chance to speak with her. It was bittersweet, aye, but also affirming. Alphino, I believe it is past time Ida and I rejoined the Scions. We have been away for far too long. Though I am loath to leave the Griffin to his own devices, I feel our investigation would benefit from your more dispassionate perspectives, and I hope that we might, in turn, offer our own opinions on the many challenges that you have faced in our absence. Gods, it's been absolutely ages, hasn't it? I can't wait to hear about everyone's adventures. You should be glad to recount them, and Tataru's tales may well surprise you. Ida? Ida! Rhalgr be praised, it is you! Ida, alive! And standing here before me in the flesh. I can hardly believe my eyes. Oh, come now. Has it really been so long you don't remember me? It's Gundebald. I fought beside your father in the Revolution. Do not think less of her, friends. It's been 20 years since the occupation sent us our separate ways, but the resistance were always welcome in Little Alamigo. They gave us hope, and young Ida most of all. Aye, Ida here was always full of fire, ever the first to volunteer for a mission, until the day she up and vanished, that is. There were rumors, and we feared the worst, but here you are, alive and well, looking nary a day older. Well, what can I say? I'm sorry for running off like that and making you all worried. It's a long story, but you see, I got involved with my friends here at the Scions. Oh, sorry, we were still the circle of knowing back then, right? Anyway, I wanted to come back and tell you, but it was all very secretive stuff at the time, and, as you can see, I'm completely fine. I know we've got a lot to talk about, and we will, but right now I've got to hurry back to our headquarters. My friends are expecting me. Pray forgive her. It has been a very long day for us all. I promise we will visit again at the first opportunity. Let us return to the Rising Stones. Back to the Rising Stones, eh? Hells take me for giving you that mask. Alright. And then I gotta start making dinner, because man, I am hungry. That chili is smelling way too good, and I'm starving. Starving Marvin. Welcome home, Rislan. I trust your journey was uneventful. You will be pleased to hear that Thancred has secured the crystals. He sent word a short while ago. Once he has delivered them safely into the Temple Knight's care, he will rejoin us here, and we can declare this matter officially resolved. While awaiting your arrival, I took the opportunity to contact Y'shtola and Kryl, and briefed them on all that has occurred. I also requested that they return to the Rising Stones at their earliest convenience. Now that our lost friends have been found, it would seem neat to discuss the future.
Back in the Solar. It's been too long since we were all together like this. Not since after Minbreda.
Much has changed since then. We ourselves, most of all.
Though not all who were lost could be gathered here today, we may take comfort in the knowledge that those who are not are carrying on the fight.
While I am grateful to our friends in the north for their hospitality, it isn't half good to be back.
But, as Papalima rightly said, much has changed since we last stood here. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are not as they once were, nor should we be. Our travels in the north brought us into contact with a host of fine and generous people, and their selfless deeds serve to show me that it is not lofty causes that should inform our actions, but our hearts. And I hope that the Scions might continue in this manner, as individuals driven by individual principles. Provided we all sincerely desire to work towards Eorzea's salvation, I believe the paths we follow to achieve it need not, and should not, be dictated by any single ideal.
Companions bound by a common purpose, free to go whither they will. The idea is not without merit. Very well. I shall resume my research of the primals and the elder gods of Eorzea. Should anyone have need of my findings, you need only ask. I should be glad of your continued assistance.
I like Kryl.
Well, my main purpose in coming here was to see the signs of the Seventh Dawn restored and my dear friend found. Nevertheless, having involved myself in your struggles, I feel compelled to see them through to the bitter end. For Minfilia's sake. That is, if there are no objections.
You will always be welcome here, Kryl.
Urianger, can we trust you to carry on your investigation of the Ascians as before?
Regardless of mine own desires, I am undeserving of your trust, having so villainously deceived you all.
Now, I'll hear no more of that. 'Twould be disrespectful of Minfilia's wishes. She entrusted matters here to us, that we might protect this star and understand the truth which hides at her heart. Mayhap I can handle the former,
but I think you far better suited to the latter. No?
Very well. Then out of love for my Lady Minfilia and Moonbreeder both, this shall be my solemn charge.
Papalimo and I should probably return to Thanalan to keep an eye on the Resistance. There's still the matter of the Griffin and the Amalja, not to mention the new Imperial Viceroy. That little lot must be worthy of our attention, right?
And what will you do, Alize?
You know I have no great love for organizations and formalities. That being said, this new approach you propose is not wholly objectionable, and we've always got her to keep us from bickering.
Me? Okay.
But I will suffer no titles. I am not here for House Leveilleur, nor to walk in Grandfather's shadow.
Upon that point, we see eye to eye. If it please you, you may think of me as but another comrade in arms.
Well then, Alfie, I, for my part, shall see to the paperwork and the finances with my characteristic aplomb.
I would not have it any other way, Tataru. And we mustn't forget you.
Oop, they said the warrior light. I skipped past it. Well, to strive for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. I like that line. And I'm not going to say anything about Ida and Dadalimo. Not going to say anything.
The path behind us was fraught with hardship, and the path before us will be no less unforgiving. But a new dawn shall break over the realm, and I see before me the faces of those who will deliver it.
We'll find out. There's going to be some more developments with them next week with the next patch. Oh, talk to everybody here. As agreed, we shall spend the coming moons conducting our own independence research. Should you have need of our services, however, you are of course welcome to seek us out. It would seem that I'm a scion, then. Some derive comfort from such titles, but I cannot say that I feel any different from before. Well, maybe a twinge of pride. Same as it ever was. Leave it to me, Rizlin. I'll make sure she's properly introduced to everyone. It's official, then. Gods, I hope I don't regret this. Now that she's a scion. I suppose I should not be surprised. With everyone standing in a circle delivering grand proclamations about their future endeavors, she naturally felt obliged to make up one of her own. I have Sir Emmerich's assurances that the Temple Knights will henceforth keep a close eye on the Ishgardian crystal trade. Oh, and he extends his deepest apologies for your dinner having been cut short. Courteous fellow, isn't he? You would never guess he was a politician. He sends his regards. His I'm happy now. It may be argued that the Great Sundering of the Source was an aberration, and the existence of the 10 and 3 reflections an offense to the natural order. That most assuredly is the Ascians' belief. 'Twas in the hope of opening mine eyes to said revelation that they first came unto me, imagining it sufficient to secure mine allegiance. Nor would they have been mistaken, were my heart in a temple unto truth alone. But as a devoted follower of Master Louisoix's teachings, and for the love I bear for him and his, I hearkened not to their words. Oh, so you were saying you might have actually gone for it, huh? All these little mistakes are beginning to add up, Eonor. You must try harder to remain focused. I'm doing my best, Soccer. I am. I just can't seem to clear my mind. I keep thinking about you, and your brother, and me. What? Hold on a second. What? What? Now that's lewd. That is lewd. Trouble in paradise, eh? Hold on a second. Okay, I think I heard about this. Hoary Boulder and his brother are basically and this chick here have been banging all together. Oh my god. Oh, I remember somebody saying something about that. Now that's lewd. Look at them, Rislin. The scions of the Seventh Dawn. Look how far we've come. The people we've met, the moments we've shared, the losses we've suffered, the tragedies we've overcome. All of it has made us who we are today. Where we go from here and what the future holds, only the 12 know. But I know that we will find out together. Uh-oh. Here we go. End of patch movies.
One world's heroes are another world's villains. One world's loss, another world's gain. Where men go as one, there is life. And where there is life,
I'm guessing that's Papalymo talking.
My friends, if I may, I would ask that you entrust Tupsimati to me.
Aye?
Clouds gather upon the horizon, and as Master Louisoix's disciple, I would keep it close at hand. Thank you. I shall guard it well.
there is cause to hope. For every ending, every parting, marks a new beginning.
Oh boy. Well done, brother. You may resume your normal duties and rejoin the others. The coming battle shall be our greatest yet, and I intend to stand with you on that glorious day. True believers are so readily led. I have given them everything they desired, all for which they have prayed. I doubt you can say the same for your pawns. Get what you wanted then? Was it all worth it in the end? There were some unexpected developments, but they were ultimately to our advantage. Be it host to a surfeit of light or dark, a world bereft of equilibrium is but a void in waiting, and a void is of no use to my master. I shall follow her emissary with great interest. As for the pawns whom you so pity, they have delivered unto me a gift, which I do now present to you. Yes, Buttians. And you know what those are? Do you know what those are? The eyes of Nidhogg. Many were the candidates considered, but by your deeds, you have proven yourself the most deserving. A man of boundless rage and bottomless despair, in whose breast beats a heart which thirsts for vengeance. Only you are fit to wield these eyes for weal or for woe. Yes, they're dragon eyeballs. Yeah, it looks very, very Allegan. So it was here all along. Oh, just you wait, my pretty. You and I are going to have so much fun. For fuck's sake, Nero. Yes, not this guy again. Yes, that guy again. Don't worry. Don't worry. You're gonna really like Nero. You're gonna like Nero. I promise you, when all is said and done, you're gonna be a Nero fanboy.